Alright, we're going with the dog to dog training in the moment, and today was this release of the new the new DJI Action 4, and the dog didn't like it because it was too short. Did not go well. There was nothing, I want to say, groundbreaking on there. The only interesting thing about the release of this new camera was that, so there is this, let's say 9 o'clock or whatever it was, this release on YouTube, and then at the same time, immediately at the same time, you can buy it online on the store, on the DJI store. And then the next thing is that all those preferred reviewers had this thing already reviewed for I don't know how many days in advance, right? So they have their favorite guys there on YouTube that get the cameras up front, and I am very sure that they are not biased at all. They do the review as it is, and when they say they are not biased, that means they don't care if they review the next camera or whatever DJI throws up them next time. Basically, it's not the same as if you buy this thing from your own money and then decide is this thing good or not. There is a bias, and in court of law or whatever, if you're a witness in there and you would be biased like that, you wouldn't be allowed to walk in there. So that's what you get. But the good part is that now, if you search for, like, within the next 2 days before anybody else can have it, you can search for Action 4, and then you get a list of the names of the people that are biased towards the camera. Very easy to see, and you have to take it with a grain of salt, what they tell you, because as you remember last time, as the Osmo 3 came out, there was a lot of cameras that were out of focus, so that did not show up, or there was people reviewing it and saying it's great, and it was not. And then after everybody said it's not great, then they all did a revision on their videos and said, it's not 100% here, or the one I had was good. What is always an option, right? So when you buy 10 cameras, it's very much possible that 9 are good and 1 is not, or all 10 are good, or all 10 are bad. I mean, this is always nowadays the thing. There is the possibility of failure in the product when you make one, and the less money you spend on it, the more you have the risk that failure can happen, right? So that's just what it is. It's part of the technology today, right? The same where I got my GoPro 10, I had so many problems with the 10, and then I got the 11, and that was the absolute opposite. It was really a good working, nice, reliable camera. I have not had that with GoPro yet, but that one is. Now, I don't know, are all the 11s that good, or was I lucky and got a really good one? Hard to say, right? So that's, even if you have a reviewer and the reviewer does an honest review of what he has in his hands, doesn't mean when you order one you get the same thing. There's always little nuances to it where this or that doesn't work. I also hear the Action 3 is overheating. That never ever happened to the one I have here. So, and not that I don't believe people that say, oh, I have this thing is overheating all the time. Everything is possible nowadays. There can be a whole series. There could be, the one I got here could be just lucky that that thing does not overheat, and because it was put together the way it was intended to be put together. And then there may be others where it's not as great. Who knows? There's so much in those little tiny devices that can go wrong during production. You never know. So with that said, do I order one or not? The 4, right? So I have the 3, need the 4? I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't think so, because the video right now with the 3 I have here is clear and focus. And of course, if I use my Action 1, the first one, it's sharper than this image. I don't know. That was a very, very lucky situation there with the Osmo 1, right? That was good. That was a good camera. But yeah, so that's what it is, and we will see how it goes. Let's see once people get their cameras, how the mass, like how the real reviewers see that camera. And it will take for sure like time, right? So just because the biased reviewers have it today doesn't mean if you do reviews you have to do this immediately, because otherwise in 2 months nobody wants to know about it anymore. But the more you rush it, the less you will find those issues, right? So you need to try and keep it for a few days and really use it, and not just buy it because you need to make a review. Alright, I hope I see you in my next video, and then let me know in the comments, should I get a 4 or is this not necessary? Right? And don't forget that the GoPro is coming out. Do you see that? My camera fell off the windshield, and that is a sign that I need to go. So I do see you in the next video.